So, hallo. Willkommen. Ich sehe ein kurzer, unwichtiger Stream, aber warte mal. Ich will die auch aufnehmen für ein bisschen Gameplay, dass ich die in den Videos benutzen kann. Hallo, Showmaster, wie geht's dir? Ich spiele gerade Fortnite, ob du es glauben willst oder nicht. Das ist wirklich Fortnite. So, und jetzt habe ich schon durchgespielt. Gut. Okay, mir geht's auch gerade gut. Und dir, ja, mir geht's auch gut. Ich weiß. Ja, moin. Ey, ich finde das so geil, dieses kleine Minispiel. Ich finde einfach insgesamt diese Idee hier voll geil. Ja, okay, er weiß, dass das Fortnite ist. Hast du auch schon mal gespielt? Oder hast du noch nicht? Warte mal, ich gehe hier kurz mal auf die Seite. Ich habe schon mal gespielt. Okay, jemand hier hat... Doch, habe ich. Ja, okay. Ja, alle im Livestream haben das schon mal gespielt. Also ich finde es einfach wirklich geil. Weißt du, falls ich mal irgendein Video mache, wo ich einfach nur irgendwelchen Shit laber, dann kann ich das eigentlich als Hintergrund nehmen oder so. Als Hintergrund-Gameplay. Ist voll geil. Ich bin auch gerade am Spielen, ja. Vor allem, was ich geil finde, du kannst ihn hier einfach auf die Seite und dann so machen. Ey, warte kurz, Leute. Och Gott. Warum muss jetzt der Boss kommen? Ich finde es übrigens auch gut, dass man unendlich Leben hat, weil wenn man ja hier in den Stream geht, dann kann es auch sein, dass man stirbt. Deshalb hat man unendlich Leben. Aber wisst ihr, was ich mir wünsche? Dass es irgendwie noch mehr Spiele gibt. Ich ändere kurz was. Ich mache mal die Facecam an. Och. Nee, jetzt bin ich ja im Wege. Ja. Ist, glaube ich, besser. Nee, ich weiß wo. Nee, nicht unten links, unten rechts. Ja, da ist, glaube ich, am besten. Effekt. Soll ich einen Effekt hinzufügen? Gepixelt hier so. Guck mal, Leute. Ich bin jetzt auch ein Pixel. Ich bin auch ein Pixelspieler. Das geht halt echt. Das ist voll komisch. Soll ich das so lassen? Oder ist es einfach nur dumm? Hallo Leute! Alter. WTF, warte mal, nee, das ändere ich. Das ist voll komisch. Gibt's noch was anderes? Spielzeugkamera, nee. Ach Leute, ich habe etwas Perfektes für Outlast gefunden, ne? Falls ich wieder mal Outlast spiele, kann ich eigentlich das hier benutzen. Oh, ich bin tot. Warte mal. Ich gehe mal hier nochmal auf die Seite. Ich mache mal die Facecam jetzt einfach normal. Tut mir leid für diese dummen Sachen, die ich hier immer mache, aber ich möchte halt auch ein bisschen ausprobieren. So. Jetzt habe ich keinen Filter drauf. Aber die Qualität ist sehr wahrscheinlich einfach schlecht. Der eine hier, der spielt ja auch gerade an der Nintendo Switch. Und für ihn muss das ja noch ein geileres Feeling sein, weil es halt so eine Nintendo-Konsole ist. Machen die jetzt Pause? Was? Perfekt, ne? Ja, ist gut. Ah, scheiße, als nächstes ist aber Europa, ne? Wie geil! Get your squats and nouns. Behind the scenes. Ah, jetzt kommt so behind the scenes. Ja, ja. Okay. Könnt ihr unten auch noch sehen, falls ihr das gucken wollt. Ich werde hier gleich aufhören, aber so. Ich will mindestens das erste Match noch sehen von Europa, weil es ist halt Europa. Und das ist ja World Cup, also Europa muss da rein, Europa muss gewinnen, ne? Ich weiß noch, an diesem Tag, als in der Zeitung stand, Schweizer wollen die Fortnite WM. Aber da kann ich euch auch etwas sagen, an alle Schweizer, die sich hier messen wollen, die denken, sie sind richtig geile Spieler. Geht an die Games Show. Sie ist in Zürich. Ihr könnt auch gerne mal auf YouTube googeln oder ich werde auch noch mal ein Video dazu machen. Geht auf die Games Show, weil da gibt es wieder ein Fortnite-Turnier. Zwar sind da auch PC-Spieler und auch andere Dinge. Also ich war das gab es das letzte Mal schon, dieses Turnier. Und es war richtig geil. Ich werde natürlich auch an die Games Show gehen. Ich muss mal gucken, ab welchen Tagen. Aber ich glaube sogar, diesmal nehme ich mir das Geld und gehe freitags vielleicht nicht, aber sonntags und samstags. Also beiden Tagen da. Weil ich will einfach mal ein bisschen länger. Ah, fuck. Bro, echt intens hier, ne? Echt intens. Wie dumm muss das wahrscheinlich für euch aussehen, wenn ich jetzt so eine Facecam habe und mich so konzentriere? Ich mache bei der Game Show Turnier mit, weil vielleicht, wenn ich kann. Ja, du brauchst einfach einen Duo-Partner, also das ist wichtig. Und ich weiß nicht, du musst irgendwie das schaffen, deinen Switch-Controller mit dem PC zu verbinden. Und das Dumme ist, du musst dich halt mit deinem Account da anmelden, weil du kannst jetzt nicht selbst oder so die Switch mitnehmen, sondern du musst wirklich einen PC von da benutzen. Und es ist ja nicht klar, sehr wahrscheinlich. Ich werde diesmal nicht mitmachen, also ich habe auch letztes Mal nicht mitgemacht, obwohl ich wollte, weil man muss ziemlich schnell sein. in den ersten paar Minuten ist einfach alles schon weg. Also wenn du da mitmachen willst, dann würde ich Freitag dich schon anmelden. Also würde ich Freitag abends gehen und dich anmelden für das. Ich werde einfach nur zuschauen. Falls es einen Livestream gibt, werde ich ihn auch noch auf Instagram mitteilen. Oh fuck, jetzt bin ich tot. Ah, Nightbot kommt, ohne dass ich ihn angeheuert habe. Geil. Der ist jetzt selbstständig. Ich glaube, jetzt lasse ich ihn einfach immer so offen. Oh, 20 Sekunden beginnt's. Leute, Europa müssen wir natürlich mitgucken. Ich hoffe natürlich, ich krieg keinen Strike wegen dem Ding. Okay, ich beginne wieder.
Welcome back, Fortnite fam, to Week 10 of the Fortnite World Cup Online Open Qualifiers. My name is Pookie Face. We've gotten into a little bit of the European action. We're playing duos today. I know I'm excited to see how everyone fares. We only have a few more spots left in New York at the end of July. So without further ado, I want to get into more games, but in order to do that, I need some casters. I got Zeke, I got Bala, boys, take it away.
Thanks so much, Pookie. We are here.
Alter, dieser Hintergrund, der ist voll geil. Also Hintergrund, wo sie stehen, ne?
For players to earn a spot in the World Cup Finals in
Warte
New
mal,
York
ich
City.
will mal hier die
It cannot be more stressful than this.
No, it can't. There's only 4 spots up for grabs in the EU, and we're already seeing the story shape up. Skyt and Vato might be making that last second.
Da killen sich sogar Leute, wie geil.
New York City, but
da fällt er einfach runter. Oh mein Gott. Im Hintergrund, das ist einfach so ein Spiel.
Those queue times very, very close to being all wrapped
Geil.
up. We have a little bit of extra time to just make sure everyone gets all their games through and completed. Don't forget it's 3-hour window or 10 matches.
Ist es für euch eine schlechte Qualität? Nee, für euch sieht es sogar besser aus als für mich, ne? Für mich ist es richtig schlechte Qualität, für euch richtig geile Qualität. Ja, das habe ich auch noch nicht gesehen. Und die Kamera sieht für euch auch besser aus als bei mir. Was los?
So kind of a little bit of a treacherous path, but I can already see just based on the stances of some of these players are taking, they're ready to hop over with the launch pads or shadow bombs or whatever they might be using.
Ist es Duos? Ja, das ist Duos.
To get in that half and half out, which is positioned right on that big hill with the, you know, the tree of life, as I call it.
Yeah, that's one that I've taken. I just used to call it big tree.
That
was
like,
no, tree of life makes sense. But if you're watching the
also
bottom right,
Duo-Teams.
you see all the triangles. They're already converging on the new safe zone. Nyrock's gonna get ripped out of the air immediately. There's another elimination, and Swats confirms it there. 5 between the duo now. And this is huge. Now keep in mind they're pretty separated.
Wie sie diesen Baller hat.
I mean,
Baller,
genau,
Baller
is in the baller, so we can kind of navigate as he needs to.
Yeah, but separation is, you know, what
diese Funktion, dass man jetzt einfach zugucken kann, das ist so geil.
Oh, the baller.
Oh no,
well,
that is so sad to see. Just like he took out Aqua, he actually blew up his launch pad right before he managed to get on it. So Aqua going a little bit too fast, but here he's going a little bit too fast for his baller, and again split from his teammate, just like he said. Zeke, is he going to be able to find anything from here on this low ground position? A little bit tough.
You know, trying to divide and conquer. I mean, it can work for you, right? Like if you've got the confidence, you've got the skill.
Gibt's auch Spieler, die wir kennen? Irgendwo? Bitte.
You gotta think this is the top 1%, right? Don't forget the top 3,000 or 1,500 duos from the region move on to finals. Maybe you'll catch some people off guard, but for the large part, you're not going to catch many like incredible players off guard with that kind of tactic, right? Like they're going to be looking, they're waiting. Like someone's going to do something cheeky here. I just feel it. 44-88.
Der Creative World Cup war ja auch an der E3, ne?
Okay, listen,
also der hat mir wirklich bis jetzt am besten gefallen, weil das war ziemlich lustig. Also von diesen Szenen, die ich gesehen habe. Ich muss mir mal das Ganze angucken. Ich muss mal gucken, ob es einen Stream gibt und ob ich mir das Ganze angucken kann, weil die Ausschnitte, die ich gesehen habe, Digga, die haben einen geilen Skin an. Horst-Vertrag. E-Horst. E-Horst.
those performances in
Was
this
ist
lobby. We'll
E-Hort?
see what
Ist
they're
es
able to
diese
do. Obviously,
Hort-Ding?
Hacksguard
Dieser Hort-Clan?
and Refsguard are way on their way towards that top of the leaderboard, but the RPG coming in.
So I believe, if I remember correctly, I think Cripple was actually picked up, and I think Boyard's by himself. Once we can take a look at the high and
Aber ich
wide shots
glaube,
here
ich
and
bekomme jetzt kein
establish
Ding
things,
oder so,
get a better sense.
nur
But
weil
right
ich das
now,
mache hier. Weil
rotations need to begin
es gibt ja auch andere
happening.
Kanäle,
Shadow
die
bombs are being
mache,
popped,
die
and
streamen halt einfach wirklich den ganzen
try and
Stream.
reposition here with Refsguard. That's good. Team is back together, and the chug splashes. Thank you, team.
Natürlich habt ihr jetzt doppelte Ding.
76 over on. There you go.
Na, wie nennt
Sigma
man das schon wieder?
has been eliminated, going back to the lobby.
And that is
Also
exactly
jetzt
how
jetzt
you
wahrscheinlich
wanna place
einfach,
your traps. When you drop
sehr wahrscheinlich
somebody
sehe
in the
ich
box, make
einfach
sure you
10
place it on that
Sekunden
front wall.
später, als
There's
das
no
passiert.
room. Then you
Und
can
ihr
rotate
seht
the
dann halt
stairs
auch 10
accordingly, but they
Sekunden
have no
später, als
chance
das
of
passiert. Das heißt, ihr
escaping
seht
from the
20
left or
Sekunden
the
später,
right
als das hier in
places
echt
in that fashion.
passiert.
Great reaction there from Hacksguard
Das
and
ist gar nicht
Refsguard, and we're
wichtig,
gonna
also
stay on
warum nenne ich
First
das
round of
hier
placement
überhaupt?
points
Wow.
coming out.
Ah, einer vom
Now, they have
Hort-Clan
three
ist tot.
eliminations, which in itself
E-Hort.
is huge. There you see,
Ich kenne aber wirklich
Boyer
gar
goes
keinen.
down,
Das
has
ist,
been eliminated, even Alliance Powder as well. And this
Ist ein
lobby
bisschen
is
scheiße, ne?
continue to thin out. Edric going to be picked off as well by
Ach,
Pappy, and this just continues. Benji Fishy is also in the lobby.
Benji
as
Fishy,
well.
ist das nicht dieser
We got
Junge
Matt,
da?
Joe.
Dieser
And right now,
13-jährige
if you're
Junge?
Refsguard and you're Hackscore,
Ist,
you're
glaube ich,
probably
dieser
thinking,
Typ, ne?
like, I'm watching
Okay, komm,
elimination
Benji
feed. I
Fishy,
know
du
these
schaffst
Titans
es.
are in here. What are we
Ich
looking
gönn's
to
ihm
do,
übrigens
right? You've already
richtig,
got the
ne?
first round of placement points. You're about to
Ich
hit the next
meine,
round. Do you
wie
think
alt
they
ist
just
er
go
jetzt?
full send, try to find
13 oder
eliminations,
so?
maybe play it a little bit slower? Oh my God!
Oh, scheiße.
Please. Oh God.
I was gonna say that's what they're doing right now, but that's definitely gonna put them on the back foot. The flint knock is actually gonna knock
Oh
him back
mein
into
Gott.
the zone. He used all the
Ah.
so that's not gonna be useful to get back in. But Hackscore still up. They did take out Benji, which was the player that RPG'd them, kind of
Nein.
a little bit of chaos and panic. But still
Mer
alive,
Savage ist
still
aber auch.
rocking down on this low ground. This is where they've been.
Ich hab den schon mal
staying the
irgendwo
entire time.
gesehen.
It's
Also
so
nicht in Real Life,
impactful
aber
down here, Zeke.
Look at the lobby
in
now.
World Cup.
6 players remain, all of which are solo riders. No one's got a buddy. Themo here. He's going to find one over on Josa there and find an immediate elimination. Top 5.
Josa.
Another round of placements for everyone in the lobby.
Aber Benny
But
Fishy
only
ist
on
tot.
wood, these players that are finding down below are not covering their
Also,
top. He's gonna
vor allem
find
Morgan
one,
Graal
can he
oder
find
so,
another?
der
Not
ist ja
just
jetzt,
yet.
glaube ich,
He does have
13,
that
ne?
flint
Der
knock
ist
if he
jünger
does
als
need to
ich.
get back up, but
Ich kann mir das gar
again,
nicht
no materials,
vorstellen.
it looks like, or they're playing very sparse with them. Now using that flint knock to get down onto the height
Ich
that he
gönn's
needs
denen
to, so he
richtig.
doesn't take any fall damage, no risk, but another player
Die haben
trying to
das
get
wirklich
up over the
verdient.
hill, and unfortunately Hackscore is left below, but the storm is playing with his favor right now. He's going to be able to get up.
Look at this. Themo's got high ground advantage right now. Hackscore low on HP. And Vic here, he's got, oh, just kidding. I was going to say HP advantage, but it doesn't matter. Hackscore evens the odds. And now Themo has that high ground control. Hackscore's got to do something, but a huge shot comes back over. And this is Themo's game to win 4 eliminations between the duo. Victory Royale, a
Timo hat's gewonnen.
13-point game.
Yeah, and they tied actually in terms of points with Hackscore
Glückwunsch.
and Refguard. So a valiant
Alter,
effort
das am
there
Ende,
from
das
low
ist immer
ground. We
richtig
saw
geil.
them completely, you know, stuck down there, no opportunities to get out, but making do with what they get. So they push themselves up to over 60 points now.
So,
And
jetzt
that
sind wir
is
hier beim
definitely something
Winterding.
that you want to be at moving into these last games. The
Irgendjemand, den wir
queues
kennen?
are definitely about to close.
Morgan Graal oder so?
We got
Oder hat er
another
sich schon
game, of course,
qualifiziert?
more Fortnite action to be
Oder
had
ist er nicht mehr
here.
weitergekommen?
Happy Hamlet right now. Storm Circle 5. Don't
Ich habe
forget,
hier irgendwas
Fortnite,
gehört, dass Ninja es
the way
irgendwie
we
nicht
were running the
geschafft
qualifiers,
hat.
hop into Storm Circle 4,
Das ist
5,
wirklich
sometimes
belastend.
even 6, getting right in the action, skipping past the looting, the drops, all of it, jumping right into all of the action to be had. I think we should probably refresh people on the format just in case they're tuning in for the first time. So guys, don't forget every single elimination is a point. Top 15, 10, 5 in the victory hour, all the placement thresholds. Look at this. Cubs is just finding E-limbs.
Perfect. That's exactly what you need to do. When you're on the edge of the zones, you have options to get in. He has those shadow bombs if he wants to use them, but you obviously don't want to use all your mobility early. You only have 2 of those, so he forces out the launch pad from the team nearby. If that did not work, he still has the option to go ahead and use those shadow bombs, so doesn't have to worry about that rotation. And honestly, getting a bit of luck based on the players who are coming in, but sometimes you just force it out.
That's right, man. This lobby is still so packed right now. Got so many players. Just a few one-by-ones over. Gafal, though, is going to be dropped immediately. And now we head over to Requiem George and his teammate, 2Gen Ever. They're trying to isolate this player. So this is the one we saw go down And now they're just hunting, trying to make sure they can find this elimination as quickly as possible. I like the way they're navigating this, right? They're breaking two separate builds instead of just trying to bash through a single wall.
Ich glaube, ich werde nachher alleine
Just making it
weiterschauen
more
müssen.
difficult. If you're on the inside, you're like, how, you know, they're coming in from two different angles. How do we defend against this? They did get the revive off Bala, but they still have a lot of pressure.
On the same token, when you do go from two different angles, you also have to be careful because that's two more angles that they can use.
Right.
In that situation being box to box, face to face, one wall in between each other.
Ja, ich habe ja schon gesagt.
Rotated the awkward way. Very difficult to kind of escape from that if they do manage to get that wall, if they do manage to get an angle on you. So deciding to back off, probably the healthy decision, especially as zone 6 starts to move.
We saw Jorts here
komm, so
drop
spät ist es jetzt auch nicht.
potentially one Shadow Bomb for his duo partner ever. And here we go, they're immediately popped, the rotations are gonna come out, but again, this is a very dense lobby. 33 players currently remain, 19 of them being duo partners. They need to find more, you know, you gotta think, obviously you wanna try and make placement, that's huge, but every extra elimination is gonna make the difference on impacting that leaderboard. And I'm sure this is things you're thinking about, right? I'm just thinking aloud right now. Oh, perfect, Castery gets traded out there, try to make a late rotation. Not today, friend, not today.
Well, we saw earlier, I mean, they're only at 35 points in this game, but we saw Camo and Issa with that crazy performance to try to push them up in the leaderboards. They weren't in the top 10 last we looked, but, you know, those performances are the one that really push you, not just 1, 2 spaces, but really 5, 10, 20 in some cases.
That's right, and look up top, FaZe, Vorwin, and Atlantis Tux. They've got themselves the high ground advantage, which is huge. It's going to make a difference. Look at this. Someone trying to challenge. And immediately they say, we need to bail out. This is not the strategy. And Razny gets shredded. Like shooting fish in a barrel comes
Guck mal, Pascal, du bist ja gerade im Stream. Das hier ist aus Fortnite geworden. Das ist jetzt Fortnite. Oh, schade, ich bin tot. Nice, ne? Fortnite ist jetzt besser, als es jemals war. Ich glaube, der ist eh schon wieder raus. Den interessiert es gar nicht.
I mean, at a certain point, Zeke, it's, do I even want to glide up there? But hold on, because somebody does go into zone and make a play for height, and that's going to be the signal for Tux and Vorwin.
Von denen habe ich auch schon mal gehört.
But as he says that, he's got a partner in crime going down. Nepsi cannot go parallel to Tux. Vorwin still has it though.
This is huge too because he didn't
Es gibt die Atlantis, normal glaube ich, und das Atlantis PC Pro Team. Ich kenne mich aber da nicht so aus. Ich denke das nur, weil Sparks das mal gesagt hat. Also Sparks ist ja anscheinend im Atlantis Clan. Ist noch interessant.
What in the world? A 14-point game, a 15-point game.
Ist schon mal aufgefallen, dass sie ohne Backbling spielen? Also ich würde natürlich diesen Backbling anziehen, den man von diesem komischen Sturmding bekommt, damit man immer sieht, wo der Sturm ist, ohne überhaupt auf die Karte zu gucken. Okay, er hat ihn genockt. Freemo, komm schon. Ah.
And look at this gaggle of players down below. I don't know if they're going to be able to all survive. Right now, Fremont does go down.
Boah, guckt euch das ganze Gemetzel an.
On his own, Tux goes down and already finds the shots. And that's going to be the victory royale for Tux and Vorwin.
They played that so well, right? Like they just waited. They knew, and especially 8 eliminations, an 18-point game. This is massive. This also,
weißt du, der eine ist von Atlantis, der andere ist von FaZe.
So you gotta think they're contesting for at least top 5.
Ich komme on.
For them to realize, like, look, everyone's down below. They're all fighting.
Das nützt eigentlich auch nichts, weil ich gucke hier einfach nur. Puppies Nugget, komm. Du gewinnst. Nee, der Taken. Nee, Stompy.
Who belongs in my heart forever. I mean, these guys, I don't know what else I could say about these guys. Like the fact
Ich habe, glaube ich, mal mit einem Stompy gespielt, aber dann war das ein Fake wahrscheinlich. Ich glaube nicht. Chinken! Wir gucken ja gerade Stompy zu. Oh! Nee, ich glaube, den Stompy, mit dem ich gespielt habe, das war Fake. Stompy und Chinken, ja. Die kenne ich, kommen schon. Weißt du, dass ihr das könnt? Alter, guckt euch das mal an. Wie schnell.
Everything they do is about how can they get an edge up, and then they make sure they're almost like squeezing the life out of you very slowly, right? Suffocating is like the word my mind went to, but it's kind of just like they're bringing the wall. It is that, right?
Because like when they do find an opportunity, they pounce so.
Wisst ihr was? Oh, jetzt mal ein Highscore weg. Deren Stream ist offline. Ja, das nutze ich mal, um bei Showmaster in die Grube zu kommen. Ah, jetzt bin ich Showmaster. Ah, nee, doch nicht. Hi. Der Livestream ist einfach aus. Dem einen wir nur noch einen schwarzen Bildschirm. Unnötig. Wow. So lustig. Wow, du bist so schlau, muss ich sagen. Nee, wirklich. Er ist genauso dumm wie sein großer Bruder. Tut mir leid, aber... Komm schon, Stompy. Ich bin für Stompy. 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 Ach, der Stream ist ja wieder da, habe ich gar nicht bemerkt. Oh. Alter, Stompy, komm. Was ist das Ganze? Haben noch nie von ihm zugeguckt, aber egal. Guck jetzt gerade extra zu wegen Chinken. Also habe ich jetzt Vertrauen in Stompy.
I think staying close by is something we're actually not really used to seeing from Stompy and Chinken. We see them trying to take over the lobby and get as many opportunities as possible. But what is that from Stompy? I mean,
einfach so viele Leute.
One of the things that is very important here to note is their mobility is starting to look scarce. All that we see on Stompy right now is that glider redeploy. They already used their shadow bombs, the launch pads, because of the position they put in. They couldn't rotate early. So here. Staying together, making. Oh my goodness, he found a rift.
Es gibt noch 19 Duos. Boah, guck mal raus in den Sturm. Seht euch das mal an. Ah.
And they've got a great bird's eye view, right? They're slowly descending on.
Yeah.
You've got Alpha there going to drop down, but look, so now they're going to make the decision. We have to contest.
Oh, they know.
Someone just brought the entire structure down. This is, it depends on what they decide to do. Look at Stompy. He's already trying to contest for the high ground. And Chinken has to stop for just a moment to get that mini up. He's got the Shadow Bomb, but I don't think he wants to use this right now. He gets cracked from behind.
Fuck.
The slurp is still ticking right now.
Nein, stirb nicht.
He doesn't have any other utility.
Jetzt sehen wir Chinken zu, ja, den kenne ich jetzt.
Possibly Stompy does, and he's right on top of him now. So great, you know, staying together. They're glued to each other, almost in another elimination. First finding
der Donkey ist tot. Der Esel. Und schon wieder hier. Boah!
Perfect play here from Chinken, and he's moving forward. And they did get in the top 15 just now as well with
wisst ihr was? Ich nenne ab jetzt Chinken.
Noch
13 Duos, ne?
There's a little bit of time before that siphon comes through. There's a player in the box! It doesn't even matter! Nevi gets shut down! They're on 11 eliminations right now. They're about to hit top 10 Bala. They're playing out of their freaking minds!
Chinken, Stompy, die müssen das gewinnen hier. Das ist wichtig. Kommt, Leute. Ihr habt hier gerade 3 Zuschauer. Okay, 4 mit mir.
right now, they're showing off why they should be at the top of the leaderboard. And we just talked about it. We were like, where's Stompy and Shinken? Because there's nobody who's qualified at the top of the leaderboard like we're used to seeing. But maybe after this game, things are going to change. But the heavy snipey coming in. Heavy snipey.
Ooh.
Snipey, yeah, absolutely. Snipey coming through. Then don't forget, they're also at 66 points.
Muss rein, muss rein. Braucht den Kill.
Stompy's got to
Ja.
chain together these eliminations. Shinken is down, but it's okay. Stompy's been in positions like this before. He knows how to clutch these games up. The
Nein! Shinken ist tot.
Getting back in that rhythm.
Getting back in that rhythm and achieving top 5 right there. That last placement threshold before the victory royale.
Ach ja, abonniert doch alle. Ja!
Okay, I'm gonna lose my freaking voice after today. I'm telling you right now. Stompy and Shinken are putting on a show. The European queues are done as well. It's a free fall right now. Also, from up above, Bala.
Komm, Stompy.
Nein. He's up to 10, 15 total for this duel. It's a 1v1v1. He's hunting the player down on low ground, but he can't get in the zone. I think that's going to be the end because Katsus is looking right at him. Now, has the chug splash. The RPG just barely is going to hit the wall in front of him. It's using the chug splash and the campfire. I don't think it's going to be enough because the player up above probably has more in the tank, but he's going to come down. Is it going to happen? No. Massey is going to win that game against Cactus over the heel off there, and that is just an unbelievable sequence of events. We followed Stompy and Shinken from the beginning, and look where they ended up. 15 eliminations, the most out of any placement thresholds besides the Victory Royale.
Aber hey, die haben trotzdem mega viele
Punkte. And a reminder of why we need to be scared of them going into New York City.
That ain't no little tiny thin pancake, bro.
Ja, die
That's a
müssen
big
dahin.
old beefy pancake covered in delicious syrup. You like to see it. But of course, guys, there's more Fortnite action. We've got more games hopping in right now. Got Dervig and his duo partner. They've got their eyes set on another duo sitting in a box. I believe they've got double heavy snipes. That's why we'd ping this out. A single shot's going to come out and wait for it. Okay, so they're going to break this wall. They want to get a little bit of a better vantage point. That's smart, right? Because they're over that little lip there. Nope, they're not there. But now you've made you've made the heavy sniper known, right? Now this other duo is like, well, they're looking to take shots. You know, the panic launch pad.
I don't necessarily know if that's panic. So they are in the side of zone, making their way in, and you can see now driving.
Ich hab schon lange nicht mehr mit Facecam
gespielt,
gespielt, ne?
but he box fights indeed, gets Wetbrow right out of there, no chance to react at all. And that is something that you can catch people by surprise. Is they're trying to make that rotation, right? They're trying to figure out what their plan is to go forward.
Geile Grafik haben.
And because of that, they're all looking around. They're not paying attention to the fact that they're not covered. They're not paying attention and listening to the fact that there's a heavy sniper coming in, or just a pickaxe even.
Ich sehe das so alles so verschwommen und so.
And I mean, you saw them separate for a moment, him and his dual partner, and now they just use that rift to reposition and get to go close back together. Got Marcote here and Squalls K. Marcote here has got 6 eliminations. Again, this is almost unusual, Bala, because I feel like, semifinals are typically where you find a ton of players sitting on mountains of eliminations, right? Borderline double digits at times. But on finals day, very rarely you see that happen. You see eliminations being picked up toward the end, right? When you break that placement barrier and then you're like, I'm just going to catch people making late rotations. But that's not been the case today. You can tell players they're ready. They are so hungry. They want those tickets.
You can almost feel the pressure that they're feeling, that they're playing with, right? The high eliminations, they have to go for it because it's all or nothing right now in this moment. There's only 4 spots left up for grabs in the EU. That isn't much out of all the players who are playing and out of the top 1500 that made it from semifinals.
Wir würden so einen richtig krassen Spieler bei Connect bekommen, der hier mitmacht. Nachher heißt er ja einfach Connect. Connect und dann sein Name. Stellt euch vor, Leute. Alter.
May have been a rift to go, a community launch pad, a potential guy. Yeah, the vents are right there over by the hotspots. Right now, Alpha and Mark, they're just chilling, trying to find more eliminations. Any at all would be helpful. They find one.
That stink bomb coming to great effect as players start to make all their rotations. And it was a perfect opportunity to use it because, as we saw, there were so many players in the sky, and those players in the sky are all going to end up being low because of everybody else looking right up at them. So a good opportunity for a lot of people to find eliminations there, but I'm going to opt to rift as they start to get pressured and as the 7th zone starts to move.
This is going to be a little bit weird, right? Because remember that biome that's like forest, the big tall trees. Depending on where we go, they could potentially land on the top. Let's stream Sky, let's stream Vato there in the bottom right corner for just a moment. They're in this game, and remember, they are looking to qualify. Wolfies and Rojo, we saw them earlier, right? They were in top 5. Yeah. They're still here.
Der hat Wolf im Namen. Also das ist geil. Weil er einen Wolf im Namen hat. Komm schon. Jetzt will ich das da gewinnen.
So this might actually come to a head. Those two teams facing off in this game. Here's Wolfies getting in that box. He's going to take out Jachu from behind, but his teammate coming through with the trap, not going to be enough because Wolfies, the quick edit's going to go back on top of him and does find the elimination. Precious goes down. Even using the turret there, I mean, I'm wondering if that was a panic or an accident, but it's going to work out perfectly because if anybody was playing down below, he actually doesn't have to spend a cone there. It's not going to go down. It gives you extra HP on that floor.
And look, dude, they're still in this. Sky and Vato, they're in that middle ground tarp. They're actually going toe-to-toe with Wolfies and Rojo right now. This is the duo that they're fighting. So look, they actually have 70 points. This is now the new highest total we have seen. So it must be another 2 points coming in. They hit top 10. The next threshold they're looking at is top 5 ball. That's coming down to the wire.
And you can see how careful and calm they are playing. They're making sure that they spend the time to use their heals, use their items, because if you don't use them, you're going to lose them. And finding one that's Drivig who goes down, and they're still pushing for that top 5. They're still pushing towards that victory royale and looking really good while doing it.
I thought that was Wolfies and Rojo. I thought with my heart of hearts. I believed it. And look at this. Watch the top left. Rojo finds another elimination, so you know he's alive and kicking. They've hit top 5, 75 points over on the stream.
Wolfies ist ganz unten, ne?
He's got to be losing their minds up above. You got Mark and Alphen as well. The question is, where is Wolfies? Where is Rojo? Where are they in relation to each other? This duo right in front of them very well could be them. Or it could be Alphen and Mark. It depends. I want to see this hide wide, man. I almost want to see a 3-box. I got to know with my heart.
Well, the trap going in there is definitely going to de-incentivize Sky and Vato to go in there. We can see Mark and Alphen up top. Wolfies and Rojo down below. They take out takeoffs. And now it's all time to go right down. They know exactly the situation, but Sky gets taken out right away by Wolfies, and they're still fighting.
Wolfies!
Wolfies take the win there, and they're still going. There's only 2 players remaining.
Nein, okay, nee, das war's.
And Smoke, Mark, and Alphen are going to come up from the top and clean up house.
That was insane. They ended with 77 points. That extra 3 points would have probably helped
seht euch das mal an.
threshold and just help build
Was
that
für ein Chaos.
This is absolutely insane. I think, Ball, for now, we got to send it back in the studio. We got to meet up with Pookie. We got to see how things are going. So, Pookie, let's send it your way.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I am here in the studio. Those games are absolutely wild. EU is like always not disappointing, that is for sure. But I am joined with my good friend Sundown. He has got some clips for us. I know you got a little bit of Stompy. Can't wait to see that. Show us what you got.
Yeah, let's actually jump in right here with some of the duos who have been popping off so much today in the last block. First off, we have the VAR duo of Refscar and Hackscore, being able to put a ton of work on the mid ground. So first, you can just see catching the players who are trying to rotate through, putting the legendary infantry rifle to work, finding Comey there. But watch what happens on the rest of the mid ground tarp. That's one thing we talked about, being ready to fight at all times. Catches Booth right there, 0 ping, won't save you as Refscar, then immediately edits around, checks another angle, gets the cleanup on Idrakil. That wasn't his knock, but the materials that he ends up getting from that was huge. But Hackscore is then covering the other side, is able to get the other part of the Valhalla Vikings duo, and now they're going to work. Benji Fishy, one of the best players in the world, going down on the backside, brilliantly done, and Hackscore picking up another one on the Impact Fixie, fragging his way into the top, but wasn't able to close it out. Tux now, on the other hand, was a one-man wrecking crew here. Just watch him going to work on the backside of the storm and putting the combat shotgun to work. I mean, for me, you can tell he's got adjustments there with how Tux is just lasering people. And then that shot was so good, catching Nipsey in shadow form as he dropped down around the side, and he wasn't done yet. Again, we've talked about the power position that is the high ground when you're able to work from top down.
Naja, dann können wir ja ein bisschen spielen hier. Ja, warum bin ich gestorben? Ja, ich weiß, verdammte. Ja. Doch, jetzt wird's klar, aber es ist einfach nur noch schwarz, ne? Das ist schade.
Zeke and Bala, let's hear from you.
Pookie just flexing all over us right now, talking about how she's talking with Chinkin and Stompy. That's cool. I also talk to players. No, it's not. Pookie.
Don't cry on us now, but
it's already cried 6 times. That's a 6.
Wir haben einfach die Ding nicht gesehen. Also was ist
we're
das?
tuning in with Pyro and Destiny's Jesus right here.
Naja, Leute, ich würde glaube ich hier
Jesus is
stoppen.
definitely somebody that's been on a lot of people's radar because
Wir können ja gerne selbst einfach. Bro. Ich versuche gerade das Spiel zu spielen, einfach nur auf den Stream zu gucken. Aber nur mit den Augenwinkel. Es funktioniert. Alter. Ah, fuck, jetzt hab ich den. Oh, jetzt ist schwierig. Ah, fuck, ich hab rüber geguckt.
To make sure that you're not going into these situations, these end games, with low white HP, with low health, because if you don't...
Gut, Leute. Das war's mit dem Stream. Ist ein kurzer, unnötiger Stream, also. Ja, ciao.